Beal-in suture. When did we discuss? On the same floor of Andhra Saraswati Bhavan, when we discussed the All India 2009 10 paper recently. So you should take an opportunity to review those, I am talking to the freshers, to review those past 3-4 years AIIMS All India discussions we had, which we run in our class for you to be little better. So Beal-in and Cho sutures are basically used for the PPH. Then more than 40-year-old pregnancy, Down syndrome, it is a risk factor. Now what is the correct frame of this question, doctor? I got 5 options for this. What is not there? Rheumatic fever is not there in this. Behçet's is not there. Okay, if Behçet's is not there, all the remaining 3 otherwise are true, no? SLE may you find antiphospholipids. Kawasaki may coronary aneurysms occur. Anka is seen in vaginal. Rheumatic fever was there. Oh, it is erythema marginatum. Then that becomes the answer. Okay, doctor. So that completes our level D. Finally, we come to level E topics. There are 71 topics out of that level E topics. What do you mean by level E? 9 to 5 questions asked to previous AP entrances. Like thiopental, deafness, hypokalemia, hyperkalemia, infective endocarditis, long tracks in physiology, etc., etc. Now a child needs outpatient procedure. Best anesthetic if he is asthmatic would be undoubtedly propofol, which is basically used for the daycare procedures, as all of you know very well. Huh? You like to put a preference to ketamine? But it's an outpatient surgical procedure, no? Rapid induction, rapid exit. Okay, painful or painless. Nobody will, they will anesthetize only if it is painful, right? Otherwise also they will anesthetize. So the point is, it's a daycare procedure. Daycare procedure, any day propofol. And propofol has no objection for, is there any propofol induced bronchoconstriction documented? No. Any rare reports about it? No. So that's the reason it becomes a choice. We will discuss on this. Okay, where do we do trephination? Trephination is typically done in the case of the frontal sinusitis. How many answer it as maxillary? Yeah, I know. Calvel-Lux procedure was sitting on your head while you are answering this. There we extirpate the mucosa. Trephination is about extirpating. Answer it as maxillary was coming in your mind, right? I know. Then unilateral sensorineural hearing loss, where do we see? Basically, doctor, both measles and mumps lead to development of sensorineural. Was unilateral word was there in the exam? If you look at the mumps, it lead to both unilateral and also bilateral sensorineural hearing loss. So that is the reason I think mumps is a reasonable answer for this question rather than measles. Because measles I could not check whether it leads to unilateral at all, but it is also a cause of the sensorineural hearing loss is what we should be very sure about. Tumor lysis syndrome, every time is another Chettakundi question. We regularly used to debate on this. What happens whenever there is a tumor breakage, doctor? There is a release of the intracellular phosphate and there is a development of hypocalcemia, because this phosphate binds with calcium and lead to hypocalcemia, not hypercalcemia, is what you have to basically remember. Now in the renal failure, if there is a hyperkalemia, spironolactone is potassium sparing, ACE inhibitors are also hyperkalemia predisposing, not the furosemide, as all of you know very well. Then we see rot spots in case of subacute bacterial endocarditis, Osler's notes, rot spots, everything. Infective endocarditis is a favorite topic of the examiner, any exam you go. Why I am emphasizing is to master these 600 topics only thoroughly will take away your energy, time. So no ambitious of finishing 20 books. 20 books, forget about that dream. If 600 topics, you read rarest questions also about this 600 topics, that's fine. But don't read rare topics. That is the whole idea of preparation. SLA lead to development of autoimmune hemolytic anemia, which is Coombs positive. Tell me, doctor, autoimmune hemolytic plus autoimmune thrombocytopenia combination is called as what syndrome? Evans syndrome is what you have to remember. Whole blood is stored at 4 degrees Celsius. Was there any other option? No, not C. B. 4 degrees Celsius is the temperature at which whole blood is. That is the reason the job in blood bank is cool. Because there is no work to do. Your nurse will do all the job. Your job is only to sit and prepare as a blood bank duty doctor. Then why do you irradiate the blood products? So that you will kill the WBCs, prevent the development of immunocompetent WBCs, and prevent the development of graft versus host disease. That is the whole purpose. In congenital talipes equinovarus, what is the order in which we reduce it? Adduction, inversion and equinus, na? So what is the order in which it will return? Was the examiner's question. Honestly, I didn't get time to check in which order it will return. Any potential answer on your end? Eversion is, that's what, equinus, that is one potential answer. I just got a passing reference, but I am not very sure to emphasize on that. If there is an anti-dislocation of shoulder, what are the methods that are available? You all know Kocher Hippocrates, there is no doubt. But how about Stenson-Biglows? Stenson or Stimson? Stimson, very good. Stimson is very simple. You make the person lie down with dislocation and give her some weight. It automatically will relocate it. Simple procedure. So it is also a part of the close reduction, not Biglows. That becomes the answer. What is maltoma? Without a question on lymphoma and leukemia, there is no paper. You should be very sure. So there are nearly about 9 questions on lymphoma which came in pathology in high yield topic scanner. So it is a marginal zone lymphoma, which is the extranodal manifestation would be the maltoma, mucosa associated lymphoid tissueoma is what need to be remembered. Laparoscopic hand instruments, autoclaving we do. We put them actually on ethylene oxide chamber, not formalin really, but I think I heard some of our guys saying formalin also. And Sidex 20% any day we love to do it, that's commonly done. I think our answer should be dry heat at 160, is except about it, answer must be C. So we will try to conclude that way. Black sheep, have you any wool? Red bag, yellow bag, blue bag, there is no blue bag, no? What bag is there? Blue is also there? Oh. We discussed in Comet K 2010 and every Sunday we were discussing about waste disposal, hospital waste disposal, favorite question of the examiner. So basically doctor, I like to ask you, a infected gauze containing the blood comes under which category of the waste is the question. It is a category number 6 which is a soiled waste, that is items which are containing contaminated with the blood and body fluids including cotton etc. They should be kept in which kind of a bag for the category 6? Red or yellow? Both of them they can be placed. But she did not place in red, no? What bag did she place? Black bag, very bad BSc nursing she did. Come se come at the end of the 3 years of BSc nursing, maybe she was colorblind. That was the reason. So now the question comes, what she would have done? She would have sent it for incineration after placing it in the yellow bag. Yellow bag. Because yellow bags only will go for incineration. And the red bag will go for autoclaving, microwaving and chemical treatment. So you can keep in either of the bags, but what goes to incineration is not the red bag. So I prefer yellow bag. A little tricky question, right? So pray that your classmates did it wrong. They know it is red and they felt it is red and they answered it red to be in a red soup. So that's the thing. So tell me, doctor, is winning entrance is all about reading? No, 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 I don't think so. Winning the entrance is about your personality as such. How can you use your common sense, how you don't become wild in your imagination, how you are balanced and equanimous on the top of knowledge. Otherwise all are knowledgeable and hardworking. That's how you reach the post MBBS stage at least, right? Now violaceous papules, polygonal skin lesions, flat topped papules, lichen planus. What is missing in this paper? Our old friend pemphigus vulgaris and bullous pemphigoid is not there. I had been thoroughly checking. Was it there? Oh, very sad, no? One question, alopecia. Sad story to the bald men of the world. There was no question on that. And what is our other traditional question? Fungal infections, tinea pedis, etc. That was also not there. Examiner can't help it. He can only accommodate 5 questions in dermat. So testimonary capacity means what? Ability to make a valid will. Insanity, McNaughton's rule, everything is a favorite topic of the examiner. Lead pipe appearance is typically seen in tuberculosis, genitourinary, all of you know very well. This is a good question. Corticospinal tract is called pyramidal tract. 10% of the fibers are uncrossed in that and they are called anterior. 80% are crossed at the pyramidal decussation in the lower part of the medulla. So they are all the true statements. Finally, where will they go and act on? Andrehorn cells, not sensory neurons. So examiner framed the question, framing MCQ is like, you will make the things very transparent to the people who read the topic. So if some answer is not visible to you, that means you are ill prepared about it. Now let's go to the next question. What is prevalence? Longer the duration of disease, old cases will be more and that lead to increase of the prevalence, as all of you know very well. Who is not there in this paper? Case control or cohort nahi hai is paper mein. They are expected actually, but few guests did not receive the invitation. Then what is Trotter's triad? This is a good question. In nasopharyngeal carcinoma there is a trigeminal involvement. Is it maxillary or mandibular division? Which division? Third division of trigeminal. Then what is third? Ophthalmic, maxillary, mandibular. So that is the reason you like to say mandibular or maxillary? Yeah? Actually it's the third division which is involved. That should put mandibular to be involved, but let's once more reconfirm that. Now HIV transmission is maximum intrapartum at the time of the delivery, as all of you know. What is the commonness with the recent AIIMS, All India and PGI November papers we discussed? All the 3 exams, what was the common question? HIV in pregnancy, what kind of drugs you want to give? In a previously well treated, untreated, that's what we discussed on the same floor.